I could admit I was an alcoholic, but I couldn't accept it. I didn't want to accept it. Accepting it is different than admitting it. My name is Noel Considine. I'm from Clare Castle in County Clare, and my occupation is car sales manager for O'Brien's Ford in Mallow, County Cork. I suppose I've had a hurley in my hand since I was probably one. The first time I can remember playing a bit of hurling was in the Key Road in Clare Castle, actually, near my grandmother's house. There was a big wall on the way down to the river called Sutton's Wall. There were a big coal yard, and I remember actually where I learned to play hurling was hitting the ball off the wall there. So I mean, I can remember hitting a ball off the wall there since I was 2 or 3. Yeah, I have a batch of senior championship medals. I have Clare Cup medals. I have Munster Junior All Ireland medals. Interfirm All Ireland medals. I have a lot of medals. Yeah, but I suppose no, I could have achieved a lot more, but for the drink. I was playing senior hurling and an adult hurling at 15. So I was drinking with lads of 25, 30, 40 years of age when I was 16. So I suppose I never sampled drink like any young fella my age would. I went straight into drinking heavy because I was drinking with men. I was out more often than lads my age, and I suppose I was hospitalised and dried out, I think 9 times before I was 21. The only thing I suppose that I was addicted to was drink. There was a few nights I came home and my mum and dad might have give out to me, and I got rowdy in the house and the guards had to be called to take me away, you know. And like, that wasn't me. Anyone that knows me, I'm not like that. Christmas 4 years ago, it was the first Christmas Eve ever that I hadn't spent with my son. And like, you know, people come and go in your life, and people, but like my son is my life, you know. And I was walking over Sarsfield Bridge in Limerick, having been on the piss all day. A family came against me, a husband and wife and their 2 kids, and they were holding hands. I just stopped and I looked after them, and I just bust out crying. And for 10 seconds I wanted to throw myself in over the bridge. I said, this can't go on. Now, if that 10 seconds had lasted 10 minutes, I was gone in. But I begged for a bit of help. I said, if there's any God up there, or if my father, if my grandmother are looking down on me, will you just get me out of this and I'll do something about the drinking. I decided after Christmas that year I was going into treatment centre in Bushy Park. And I went up the steps of Bushy Park. And I didn't have to be pushed up. I went up of my own accord. I closed the door behind me. In 3 years, I drank for 3 days. When I came out, I was out about 6 months. So that's 2.5 years, we'll say, really off the drink. I'm just a new man, really. I've got my life back. My life was given back to me. The compulsion to drink is gone. I don't want to drink. I can see a life without drink. I have a life without drink. I've some fantastic people in my life now. I have a beautiful partner. I have my son, who I adore. And of course, there's a very special little lady appeared in my life 2 years ago. Her name is Ava. She's my granddaughter, you know. And do you know, I just live a quiet, normal life now. Do you know what? I just try to be an ordinary Joe Soap. Do you know, I've let down the mask. I've thrown away the image and just try to be a decent member of society, really, do you know. My advice to any young lad or young girl that feels they have a problem with drink is to get help. And listen to the help they get. Take it on board. Don't try to do it themselves. You can't do it yourself. Go and get help. And if they're advised to get help, go for it.